Hey guys, Senate here. Today we have a Minecraft mod pack called Septech Ages, where we play through the Stone Age, the Tribal Age, the Medieval Age, the Industrial Age, the Modern Age, and finally, the Space Age. This is a mod pack with 273 mods, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Yeah, blah blah blah. All that crap. Oh god, I am in a mineral forest. Fantastic. I can play the game now. I start by gathering some rocks, then gathering some sticks and some gravel. I try to do my best lawnmower interpretation for plant fiber. Then you can turn that plant fiber into twine, and combining that twine into sticks makes a grass mesh, which I can use on gravel to make flint. Then I can take that flint and bash it against something hard, maybe stones perhaps, to make sharpened flint. Then I can take that sharpened flint and use it for a flint hatchet. Using this flint hatchet, I can engage in some tree capitation, or wood logs. I use these logs to make a chopping block, and then a log and a chopping block for a crafting stump for basic early game crafting, and then another chopping block for plank production. Now I can finally start the game. I set down my crafting stump and go ahead and make a flint pickaxe, so I can gather some cobblestone for more convenient flint sharpening. I then use these sharpened flint for a very pointy stick. I also make a stone shovel as well for faster gravel harvesting. And while I'm grabbing this gravel, I'm also thinking about maybe getting some of this clay as well. And then I also go ahead and hunt down some squid. Since it's so dark, I start crafting a few clay kilns and set up a small kiln area. This way I can go ahead and smelt some logs for low-grade charcoal. And the reason why I want low-grade charcoal is because low-grade charcoal never goes out after being set on fire. If you're wondering how I'm starting these fires, it's with whittling sticks. I go ahead and smelt some cobblestone to normal stone. That way I can use that normal stone and some pebbles for a grill. Now I have a way to make food. I also harvest some brown mushrooms and come across something very useful. Got some shakarite trees and a village. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic news, dude. Like, genuinely awesome. Village trades are very good early game. I then go and grill a potato, and as I'm eating the cooked pork chops from the grill, I get a very cold chill down my neck. Then, using some stones, I make a grindstone. And the main reason why you want a grindstone at this stage of the game is for brown dye powder. Easy life. Which I get from grinding down some of these brown mushrooms. And the reason why I'm doing this, using the brown dye powder, some twine, and an ink sac, I can make a fluid bladder for water, which is very important for leather production. Sac, powder, already have the rock on me. Done. I'll do that eventually. I then go ahead and chop some logs. And after I'm done chopping logs, I grind some bones down into bone flakes and into bone meal. Since it's getting dark, I make some fiber torches, then light them using my kiln fires. Fiber torches. And then, combining these lit fiber torches with some sticks, I can make totem torches, one of my only early game light sources. Like the pig came back. I'm getting a lot of items, so I need to make a chest, but these early game chests aren't like your normal Minecraft chests. A lot of storage. Now I can be a pack rat. There we go. I can keep stuff in here. I'm not gonna use it immediately. I then gather some salt and bully a poor zombie as well as your eardrums. God, spears are so overpowered. I do not regret that edit. Now, the next thing to do on the agenda is find some cows. Actually, well, I mean, it doesn't necessarily need to be cattle. I would just prefer to have cattle. I hunt a shark for its tooth. Shark. There we go. Which will be very important later. And I got shark skin. First off, I need a totem knife. I make a totem knife for totem shenanigans later, and then a work blade for hide shenanigans right now. And work blade acquired. Alright. Reason why I want that work blade is so I can make some raw hides. Using my bladder, I can gather some water and then combine that filled bladder with salt and hide. And Bosch. Or salted hide. Then I can dry it on drying racks for the next stage of leather development. I'm gonna dedicate this tree to nothing but dry stuff. I was drying a drying rack. Fantastic. I then strip the bark off of some logs. And then using those stripped logs, you can make log stacks, which will be very useful later after funky stuff. After setting them on fire and covering them in dirt. There we go. I replace my hide. Then afterwards, I set aside some bark. Go ahead and stick those in there. And then grind down the rest. I'm gonna go ahead and grind down. I grind them down to make some resin. Alright. And then grind some wheat for flour. Oh. Then combine that with salt and water for dough. To make dough. Which can then be set aside to be baked for bread. But then today I get distracted with my totem pole. So I have resistance, but I also have slowness. But I have speed because of the horse. Hey, you need to stop that, mister. You're looking like a Bethesda game. So it was pop, pop, pop. And then we already have the string. So skip and doop. I then make a raft for easier water travel while I look for sugarcane. Just so I can sail across the water just a little bit faster. Oh, and I also forgot you, tasty sandwiches. Better. Sugarcane. Come here. After making it back home, I plant some sugarcane. I then combine some primal hide with resin and water to make a wet tanned hide. Alright. So while that's drying out up there, I finally harvest my burnt log stacks for charcoal. So, can I make normal torches? No. Okay, dude. I then finally get some leather. I think I need... And then I make a fire pit, just for the achievement. There we go. Well, I don't need the fire pit. Get the hell out of here. I then harvest some special wood and get assaulted by fish. Yay! Hey! You broke my raft, you son of a bitch! That's what you get, loser. You broke my pants! You bastard. I grab more leather, then using that special wood I just got, and some other items, I make a crafting stump Mark II. There we go. It's a nice little bed. I need a nice little bed, so I make a TP to sleep on the ground through the night. There we go. Now I have a TP. TP, go EP. I traveled to the village from earlier to check the trades. Oh, thank the Lord. I need another ink sack, god damn it. What the? You sank my raft, you bastard. Alright, Mr. Labcoat Man. I then pick up an atlas because I'm directionally challenged. Fantastic. And immediately start adding everything to the map. I shall now never get lost again. Village. Done. I then make a drum. A rattle. So here's the rattle. And a flute for totem stuff. Get rid of that rock real quick. So now I have a book. I use native ceremonies to convert saplings into funky native wood. Easy peasy. Come on, I then faster. Tame a horse and immediately lose it, so I have to tame another one. There's also a reason why I'm doing this as well. Horses are good for, okay, this one's slightly better. Horses are good for automation as well. Using this horse, I go and kidnap some cattle. Empty hand. You. We ride. Made it, I made it. And sticks, right? After making it back home, I make a wind chime. And perform yet another ceremony to convert the cattle into buffalo. Buffalo dance. Buffalo dance. Buffalo! 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 I immediately put them to work. Okay. Don't tell me the baby's actually going to do it. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I then make a nature's compass to find the Darklands, because I'll need some shadow gems and logs for later. Bish, bang, bosh. Done. That flick bone in the middle. I then harvest some rush to make thatch, and then turn that into a sleeping bag to sleep while on my journey. There we go, we can skip the night. Now, with all my preparations complete, it's time to make the journey. I come across a random surface dungeon, and since it's daytime and there's holes in the ceiling, no mobs are spawning, which means this could be a very useful XP farm later. I decide to loot the chest and come across various items such as shadow gem shards. While we have a moment, and while I'm jiggling these keys and have your attention, I'd like to thank you, the viewer, for watching this far. This video was a lot of work and gave me a lot of editing practice. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Right in here we have a small camp with a villager. I find a random villager in a shack with useless trades to me. And then another village, closer to the Shadowlands. Maybe a temporary base. Who knows? What the hell is this? I come across a random structure that I think kind of looks like a portal. If you know what this is, please tell me in the comments below. And another portal with a question mark. Come on. After a short ride, I'm finally here. This right here is the area where I need to get wood, I need to get other crap. After a night out, some mobs spawn. Now, they do a considerable amount of damage, I guess. Not enough to be life-threatening or anything, but enough. Does a considerable amount of damage. Hey, I got several big ones, wow. After my battle with the Shadow Beast, I gather some dark logs, and then I make the journey home. I turn some dark logs into planks, and then make a wooden hopper. I make some cobwebs, and then combine that with the hopper and some bark for a hopper Mark II. And then I make the unfortunate discovery on how to make pulverized charcoal. I need to mill it. No. Son of a bitch. I harvest some buffalo for teeth. That way I can make a wooden gear. But before that gear, I make a millstone. And then I make that gear using some special wood as well. Then I turn that gear into a crank, and now I'm able to pulverize some of that charcoal. Now, with all the items leading up to this final moment, I can make a flame-grilled Whopper. Next up is porcelain, which is really easy to get using the millstone and some buffalo labor. I also upgrade some chests into advanced primal chests using those dark logs and some bark. I mill some porcelain, and after smelting that, I'm finally able to combine everything together into first the porcelain melter, and then the porcelain heater, finally sending me into the next age. This was a journey. And finally, 20 minutes for you guys, but a lifetime for me. In 4 planks, I can finally make my crafting table. And I also make a chest, but I forgot to record my reaction. And, as always, if you guys like that video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I shall see you guys later. Later. Man, what the